Hi, my name's Simon from Motodrome. Now today we're going to take a walk around and a drive of this Alfetta GTV you can see lurking behind me here. Two videos, one walk around, one driving, plus a bit of starting and idling action at the beginning of the driving video. Hope you like them. Okay, let's just take a slow walk around this Alfa Romeo Alfetta GTV. S-Reg, so either 1977 or 78. Looking resplendent in Rosso red, with grey velour interior. We have got a big photograph book of the restoration history of this one, along with a load of other history. I haven't been through it yet, so I can't tell you an enormous amount about it without going through that, but it'll all be in our description. But she's a super looking thing, it really is. One word of warning though, if you're like me, quite tall, I'm 6'6", headroom is something of an issue in one of these. So probably if you're over 6'2", it may not be the car for you. Obviously Italian men are very short, it would appear. Right, let's have a look at it. All looks very nice around the front end. Very little stone chipping. I don't know how many miles it's done as yet since it was restored. But around the front end here, nothing's jumping out at me. Looking down the near side, it looks very straight down there. Near side front wing is all good. Near side front wheel is nice. Proper seams on the sills and everything all the way along. Up the A-post and onto the scuttle corner. We have got a little bit of bubbling just here on the scuttle corner seam. Just there. Screen is nice. Roof is nice. Passenger door, that's a rather nice touch. It's got the Alfa badge on the mirror. Passenger door is all good. Very slight mark just there, probably from a key touching it or something on the passenger door. Inside, it's a grey velour interior. That all looks to be in pretty good order. Slightly more modern stereo, quirky dash. Handbrake gaiter could be better fitted. As you can see, they've kind of not tucked it inside the carpet. But passenger seat is okay. Does this pull or push or what? Neither, it would appear. Okay, let's presume the passenger backrest is locked. I can't open it. I'm sure there's a way of doing that. I've tried with two hands. In the back there, headlining. Let's get the camera out without hitting that seat again. I'll come back to that seat. Near side rear wing is all good. A little bit of bubbling, sorry, not bubbling, paint lifting actually on the horizontal surface just here. You might be able to see it in the video. It starts about here, goes along there, and up to about there. It's probably where it's painted, perhaps when it's slightly damp, I think. It's not broken through the paint, but there is a little bit of lifting. Actually, it goes up as far as, a little bit up as far as here. And the near side rear wing top arch is all nice. And then around the back end, all looks good around here. Little chip just there on the edge of the boot slam panel. Just open the boot for you. It's all nice in there. Carrying on round down the offside. Again, panel fit good, doors fit nicely. That's all as it should be. Offside rear wing is all nice. Bit of a chip just there on the offside rear arch. And we've got a bit of bubbling just down here on the lower edge of the driver's door. Let's just open that up and see if we can see it from the back. Possibly had a bit of filler in there. But yeah, that's bubbling a little bit on the base of the driver's door there. Otherwise along there all looks good. Tiny bit of paint loss just there on this offside rear wing top, and a little bit of paint lifting just here on the gutter, and the same as that near side rear wing. As I think that happens when it's not dry as it should be when it's painted. Seam up there is good. All good down there, and all good around the front, and the wheels nice. And then inside, door card, steering wheel. It's kind of, the leather has shrunk a little bit on the edge of the wheel at the base there, but otherwise it's all good. Driver's seat is nice, it's not badly worn on the edge or anything. Now let's try this one. I don't know what you're supposed to do. Oh, that does the headrest. That's why that's why the seat wouldn't move when I did that. I guess it's the button down here that makes the seats go front to back. Yeah, that alters the height of the headrest. That button there. Okay, so headlining again. So you learn something new every day. So there we have it. Nice little Alfa. Help if I shut the passenger door, I suppose, but never mind. My name's Simon. You can reach me in the office on 0118 907 1495. Or you can go to our website, which is www.moto-drome.com.